What have you learnt from your audience feedback? As a group, throughout the production of our music video, we asked for as much feedback as possible. We asked for feedback generally from the people within our target audience, from avid indie listeners and from our teachers. A lot of our feedback came from the website SurveyMonkey, a site where we were able to create and send digital questionnaires and gather responses quickly and easily. We got our first feedback when we were about halfway through the process of planning our music video shoots. In this first survey, I asked audience questions based on what type of music they listen to and how they listen to their music. I also asked whether or not they listen to indie music and about what they thought of specific indie artists.
Can you name any indie music videos that have stood out for a particular reason?
Ed Sheeran, The 18.
Why has this stood out for you?
Because it's black and white, it represents sad emotion.
The XX Crystallize. It told a great storyline.
Once we got the results back, we were able to create an audience profile. By creating a target audience, we were able to see what our audience would like from a music video and how they prefer artists to be represented. Creating a target audience was also particularly helpful because we gained information about the different possible ways that we can market our artist. For example, we found that the majority of people who listen to indie music enjoyed music from artists such as Florence and the Machine, Marina and the Diamonds, Lana Del Rey and the XX. We could now further base our research on these popular artists. Looking at these music videos and using codes and conventions meant that we would have a better chance of making our videos successful if they met the demands of the audience. We also learned about how to market our artist to Mirror. When we asked the audience how they listen to music, the majority of them said that they either streamed it or bought it online. Because of this, we chose to mainly market Amira online, through social media such as Twitter and Instagram. The responses also led us to choosing to create a website for Amira instead of an advert, as we thought this would receive a lot more traffic from the audience. Once we started to film our music video, we created another questionnaire on SurveyMonkey. This time, we asked specific questions based on our music videos so far. For example, we asked questions on the choice of our artists and artist performance. I also asked questions on the setting, the quality of our filming, and other general mise-en-scene questions. This survey was particularly helpful as we were only in the early stages of production and we were still new to being music video directors. It also meant that we could make the necessary changes to our music video very early on, and so we could learn from our mistakes for future shoots. For example, 3 out of the 10 people that we asked said that they didn't think the setting was right for the song we were doing. As a group, we disagreed with these responses. However, to suit the needs of the target audience, we added some stage lighting, which completely changed the look of our video. Once we had done this, I took in some feedback again. I asked the audience questions on whether or not they thought that the lighting changed the setting at all. Out of the 5 people that I sent my survey to, 4 people replied. Overall, I got really good feedback. Everyone said that they liked the lighting in our video and they thought that it was cool and unique compared to other indie music videos. We also didn't receive any negative comments on the setting this time, which was good because it meant that we met the needs of the target audience. It was during this part of the production that I learnt and realised you cannot always completely meet the desires of the audience, as although all opinions and feedback is important, they are also sometimes going to be very different. When asked about the performance aspect of our music video, the majority of the responses said that they liked it a lot. This was a huge relief for us because in the early stages of planning for our music video, we were going to use a narrative concept. This was the reassurance that we needed to continue to create a successful music video. After finishing the music video, I asked some of my peers and target audience some questions on the overall outcome. The questions were mostly based on the representation of the artist. For example, one of the questions was, do you think our artist Amira comes across as emotionally intelligent? I think that we were successful within the representation because overall we got the answers that we wanted and the majority of the 14 people we asked agreed and said yes. One of the answers was, yes, the artist comes across as emotionally intelligent, especially because of all the close-up shots and the deep expression on her face. This pleased us because we had spent a long time thinking about camera angles. Overall, I'm quite pleased with the outcome of our music video because although we didn't have that much time to create it and we hadn't done it before, we still were able to think about the codes and conventions of popular indie music videos and meet the desires and demands of the target audience. And so it was quite successful overall.